Welcome to Stoic Pulse. Life is filled with challenges, obstacles, and moments that can leave us feeling stressed or overwhelmed. But what if there was a philosophy, an ancient way of thinking, that could help us navigate these difficulties with calmness, clarity, and strength? That philosophy is Stoicism. Today, I'm going to share with you 7 life lessons I learned from Stoicism. Lessons that have not only transformed the way I view the world, but also the way I respond to it. These lessons are timeless, practical, and incredibly powerful, and I believe they have the potential to change your life too. So, let's dive right in. Lesson number 1. Focus on what you can control. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. Simply put, the Stoics believe that we should focus only on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and let go of what's beyond our influence. I used to stress over things like what people thought of me, things that were completely out of my control. But once I embraced the Stoic principle of focusing on my own actions and responses, I felt a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. By doing my best, accepting the outcome, and letting go of my need to control everything else, I found peace. Lesson number 2. Acceptance is key. The Stoics believed in accepting reality as it is. They didn't shy away from the harsh truths of life. Instead, they learned to accept whatever came their way without resistance. Life isn't always perfect, and the unexpected will always happen. But the Stoic lesson here is simple. Acceptance is the foundation of peace. I used to fight against every setback, every difficult situation. But once I began accepting reality instead of resisting it, I started to experience far less stress. This acceptance didn't mean giving up. It meant surrendering to what was and focusing on how I could respond wisely. Lesson number 3. Emotions don't have to control you. One of the most profound lessons from Stoicism is that we don't have to be ruled by our emotions. The Stoics believe that while we can't always control the events around us, we can control how we respond emotionally. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This means that often our fears and anxieties are just mental stories we create, rather than actual events. Once I realized that my emotions were just temporary reactions, not permanent states, I began to master them instead of letting them control me. Lesson number 4. Embrace adversity. The Stoics didn't shy away from hardships, they embraced them. They understood that adversity is not something to avoid, but something that can help us grow and become stronger. In fact, they often saw challenges as opportunities to practice virtue, to show courage, patience, and resilience. This lesson was a game changer for me. Instead of fearing challenges, I started viewing them as tests, as ways to grow. When things got tough, I remembered that Stoicism teaches us that the obstacles we face can be some of our greatest teachers. Adversity doesn't break us, it shapes us. Lesson number 5. Live in the present moment. One of the most powerful practices in Stoicism is living in the present moment. The Stoics believe that our power lies in the here and now. They taught that we shouldn't waste our energy dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Instead, we should focus on the present, where we can take action and make a difference. When I applied this lesson, I realized how much mental energy I was wasting on things I couldn't change. I started embracing the present and making the most of each moment. Whether it's having a meaningful conversation, doing something creative, or simply enjoying a quiet moment, the present is all we truly have. Lesson number 6. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is another core element of Stoicism. The Stoics understood that no matter how tough life gets, there's always something to be grateful for. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. At first, I didn't understand how gratitude could really make a difference. But once I started keeping a daily gratitude journal, I realized just how much beauty and goodness there is in my life, even during tough times. By shifting my focus from what I lack to what I have, I found a deeper sense of contentment. Lesson number 7, we are not our thoughts. One of the most profound insights from Stoicism is the understanding that we are not our thoughts. Just because we have a thought doesn't mean it defines us. We can observe our thoughts without letting them control us. This lesson was liberating. I used to identify with every thought I had, whether it was a self-doubt or a negative belief. But Stoicism taught me that thoughts come and go. They don't have to shape who I am. By practicing mindfulness and learning to separate myself from my thoughts, I became more peaceful and present. So there you have it. 7 life lessons from Stoicism that have truly transformed the way I approach life. These lessons aren't just ancient wisdom. They are practical tools that we can apply in our daily lives to create more peace, clarity, and resilience. If you found these lessons helpful and inspiring, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Stoic wisdom and personal growth content. Drop a comment below. Which of these lessons resonates with you the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts and continue the conversation. Remember, Stoicism isn't about avoiding life's challenges. It's about facing them with strength, wisdom, and grace. And the best part is, we can all learn to live with more peace and purpose, no matter what life brings our way. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.